Tottenham Hotspur's season has been hit with yet another devastating setback as Romanian centre-back Radu Dragusin has been ruled out for the rest of the campaign. Dragusin suffered a serious anterior cruciate ligament (ACL) injury in his right knee during Tottenham's recent Europa League clash against Elfsborg. ACL injuries are among the most severe for footballers, typically requiring at least 6 months of recovery, sometimes up to a year. This means Dragusin won't just miss the remainder of the 2024-25 season but could also struggle to regain full fitness in time for the next campaign. His absence is a massive blow for Ange Postecoglou, especially as the defender had established himself as a key figure in Tottenham's backline. Despite the setback, Dragusin took to Instagram with a message of resilience, stating, "Football doesn't just teach you how to win, it teaches you how to fight when things get tough." However, Dragusin's injury is just one piece of a much bigger problem: Tottenham's never-ending injury crisis. The club has suffered an astonishing 27 separate injuries since the start of the season, making it nearly impossible for Postecoglou to maintain a consistent lineup. Dragusin now joins a growing list of absentees, including Destiny Udogie, Guglielmo Vicario, James Maddison, Brennan Johnson, Timo Werner, Wilson Odobert, Christian Romero, and Dominic Solanke. Even though some players, like Mickey van de Ven and Ben Davies, have returned to action, the squad remains heavily depleted. The numbers paint an alarming picture. Of the 24 players who have started a Premier League match for Tottenham this season, only 5 have managed to avoid injury: Pedro Porro, Dejan Kulusevski, Lucas Bergvall, Brandon Austin, and Sergio Reguilon. The impact of these injuries has been severe, derailing Tottenham's momentum and exposing the squad's lack of depth. At one point, Spurs endured a frustrating 7-match winless streak in the Premier League before finally securing a 2-0 victory over Brentford. Players like Wilson Odobert, who underwent hamstring surgery in November, have missed as many as 30 games, while Richarlison and Mickey van de Ven have been sidelined for 24 and 21 matches, respectively. These injuries have forced Postecoglou to constantly rotate his squad, making it difficult for the team to find stability. The manager himself has voiced his frustration, saying, "Every time I've seen the light at the end of the tunnel, it's usually been an oncoming train." To cope with their defensive crisis, Tottenham attempted to reinforce their squad in the transfer market. They secured Austrian defender Kevin Danso on loan for the remainder of the season, with an option to buy for £21 million. However, Spurs had initially set their sights on a bigger target: Crystal Palace's Mark Guéhi. The club made a bold £70 million bid for the England international, but Palace rejected the offer, unwilling to part with one of their best defenders mid-season. Instead, Spurs shifted their focus to strengthening their attack and completed the signing of 19-year-old Mathys Tel from Bayern Munich. This decision has raised eyebrows among fans, as many believe the club should have prioritized defensive reinforcements instead of adding another forward. While Danso's arrival provides some much-needed cover at the back, he is unlikely to be a like-for-like replacement for Dragusin. With Dragusin out and several defenders still recovering, Postecoglou faces a tough challenge in organizing his backline. Mickey van de Ven's return is a huge boost, but he is still regaining match fitness, and Spurs will need him to stay healthy for the remainder of the season. Kevin Danso will likely be thrown straight into action, and the Austrian will have to adapt quickly to the demands of the Premier League. Tactically, Tottenham may need to make adjustments to compensate for their weakened defense. A shift to a back 3 formation or a more conservative approach in high-intensity matches could help provide stability. Additionally, midfielders like Yves Bissouma and Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg may need to play deeper roles to offer more defensive protection. Despite their struggles, Tottenham's season is far from over. They are still in the fight for a top 4 finish in the Premier League and remain active in European competition. However, the key question remains: can they overcome their injury crisis and finish the season strong, or will their ambitions be completely derailed by their fitness struggles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest football stories.